Hi guys, this really should be the last video on how to manifest a specific person that you will ever need to watch ever again in your life. If you listen to everything that I am saying in this video, watch it from start to finish, and then apply everything that I teach you, then I am dead serious when I tell you, you will get your specific person, and you will never need to watch a video like this ever again. So buckle up, strap in, and watch from start to finish because you're going to enjoy it, and you will be so appreciative of what you learn here as long as you choose to apply it. Now, I want to begin by saying that you need to first know and act and behave and think just as if your desired reality was already here. That includes your specific person and having them the way that you want them to be. And this might mean that you need to jump off of YouTube for a while, get off of Reddit, off of Facebook, anything online that has to do with manifestation. Because here's the thing. Chances are, especially if you've been into manifestation for a while, you have been on this doom scroll path of looking up technique after technique after technique and learning from as many different people as you possibly can regarding manifestation. Anything to do with getting your specific person back, getting money, getting health, whatever you want. The thing is, you can learn as much as you possibly can and be stuck in what might be called analysis paralysis, wherein you are learning constantly, but if you are not actually applying what you are being taught, then you're never going to get anywhere. Eventually, there comes a point where you have to learn how to ride the bike on your own and get rid of the training wheels. In other words, apply what you have been learning this whole time, especially what is going to be taught in this video because it is genuinely invaluable. Chances are you already have learned all of the tools that you will ever need. So I encourage you, after watching this video, especially if you want to manifest your dream relationship with your specific person, get off of YouTube. Get off of manifestation content for a long time and really apply it. Because think about it logically. If you had your desired reality right here, right now, everything you could possibly want, would you still be looking up self-help videos? Anything with manifestation? Probably not. Because if you already have everything, there's no need to seek extra guidance. You're already a master of your reality when you have everything that you want. But back to SP stuff, specific people, specific person. Chances are your circumstances are not what you want them to be. That's probably why you're watching this video. In many instances, your circumstances are fucking terrible. They are right in your face, blaringly obvious. Maybe you guys are in a very, very toxic relationship. You have to see them every single day, and they're acting in a way that just grinds your gears. It drives you up a wall, and you would do anything in your power to make them act the way you want them to. Or perhaps you're broken up and they are in no contact with you and they have ghosted you, they've blocked you, whatever the point is, you are not in each other's lives anymore and you desperately want them back. Well, suffice it to say, guys, you have been the cause of that the whole time. Because as I stated in my previous video, the universe is mental, the all is mind. They did not change first and then you respond to that. No, you changed internally first and then the outer world started to reflect that change. I want you guys to understand one of several different concepts that I'm going to teach you in this video. The first of which is that people in your life, your life, from your perspective, genuinely, and I mean it, genuinely have no free will. They can only play out your assumptions of them. Who are you being? They will reflect that. What do you assume about them? They will reflect that. Okay? So if you are assuming that they are going to be cheating on you, they are trash, they are very toxic, they are broke, they want nothing to do with you, guess what? If you persist in that state, they will start to reflect that. That is the entire reason why you got into these circumstances in the first place. And that leads me to my next point about circumstances. They mean nothing. The 3D guys genuinely means fuck all. It means jack shit. All right? Understand that you are the one who is deeming these circumstances to be unpleasant, not the way you want them to. Okay? Your 3D circumstances are nothing more than a summation of everything that you have been your entire life up until this point. And you hold the power to give those circumstances any meaning that you want. Anything. Truthfully. You can decide right now, despite everything that appears to be bad in your mind with these circumstances, you could just decide it's all happening for me. Everything is unfolding just exactly as it should to get to where I want them to be. I am dead serious about that. And saying everything is happening for me leads me to my next point. Self-concept. This is the most important part, guys. I need you to come to the understanding that getting this thing outside of you, this specific person in this instance, that is not the main goal. It is to change yourself. It is not that you are manifesting them. It is that you are manifesting the identity of yourself who has that desired specific person, specifically the way that you want them to be. Okay? So stop trying to manifest change outside of you. Start to look within and change who you are. I want you guys to put yourself on the pedestal. That is so critically important. And I will touch on that more later on in this video. And my last point that I want to make here before I get into a sort of step-by-step process for what to do, it's about time. Guys, there is only now. The past doesn't exist anymore. The future does not exist yet. There is just the now moment. I want you guys to think of time as nothing more than a dimension that allows physical movement of things in your three-dimensional environment. That's it. There is only now. And furthermore, in regarding to time, look, you got yourself into this situation and it took some time to get there, right? It could very well take some time to get out of it, but you totally can. You need faith that you can do it. If you can think and be your way into these terrible circumstances, you can certainly do the same to get out of them. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So let's get to the step-by-step. What should you actually do? I want to preface it by saying that in terms of what its complexity, it's actually pretty easy and or simple. The difficulty will come in you allowing it to be simple, surrendering to letting the universe do its thing, and also removing mental blocks that you have placed upon yourself. And believe me, there are a lot of those. So, step one, change the fucking narrative, okay? Starting right now in this moment. They are no longer that person who they were in the past. They are right now everything that you have ever wanted them to be, okay? See it in your imagination and get so creative with it. Imagine them saying all of a sudden everything you could have ever wanted them to say. They are acting the way that you wanted them to. You are in that desired reality now. How would you feel? How would you go about your life thinking and acting and behaving? I want you to really ponder and then embrace that. Again, the circumstances do not matter. I do not care how in your face these terrible things are. In your mind, you are unmoved. They could hurl the most creative, hurtful insults at you that they could possibly dream up, or they could be completely distant from you and you have no contact with them. In your mind, you are thinking, oh, you are so obsessed with me. You are just madly in love with me. You will do anything in your power to bring me into your life. You cannot stop thinking about me. Whatever positive thoughts you want about this person, assume it is true right now. Because here's the thing, somebody could very well be obsessed with you, but they'll never show it. They can be totally dead silent. I have experienced that for myself. And vice versa, you can also have somebody who is obsessed with you, and boy, do they show it in the worst of ways. It gets overwhelming to the point where they are constantly vying for your attention, and it gets very, very irritating. So you need to define for yourself what is the degree of obsession that you want them to exhibit, and embody that. Decide that is true for yourself. Next, I want you to imagine your desired end state. What do you want with this person? Do you want a relationship with them? A happy, loving, healthy, and committed relationship with them? Okay, decide that is true right now, and then go about your life knowing that this is the case, and the world will eventually conform to that. It is not up to you when or how. Sorry for the control freaks out there, but you cannot control how it is done. But choose that end. Do not worry about the middle. And in fact, worrying about the middle is the worst thing you could possibly do. For example, sometimes people like to affirm for a text message. I am going to get a text message from this person at 7 o'clock p.m. tonight. But here's the thing about that. You can affirm for a text message, and a lot of the time you might actually get one. I have actually affirmed for a text message before. I wanted to get one from a specific person that I was seeing, and I actually did get one. But the thing is, I had not rewritten my internal narrative about myself or this person. And so even though I got the text message, they ended up going right back to the same person that they were before, the person who I did not like. So choose your end that you want, decide it's true now, everything you could possibly want about it, embody it, and go about your life knowing that it is done. And here is a critically important part. Any time you notice them starting to come into your mind, immediately go to that reality where they are yours, where they are everything you could have ever wanted. Because here's the thing, and don't lie to me, more importantly, do not lie to yourself. When they pop into your mind, what do you think about? I'm willing to bet 99% of you, it's those bad circumstances. And every time you remember those bad circumstances, you are reinvigorating it into the moment right now. You are saying all of a sudden, again, it is true right now. It doesn't have to be that way. Every time you think of them, choose the new reality where they are yours. It is that simple. Also, I want to emphasize the power of your imagination. Neville Goddard often emphasized that as well. He said that imagination creates reality, and that's partly true, but there's more to it than that, because it's what truly creates reality is who you are being. But imagination feeds into your I amness, your beingness as well. So get creative with your imagination, guys. I want you to dream up scenes that will make you feel so good that it convinces your entire body that it is happening right now. Because the thing is, the subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is in imagination and what is in the true 3D environment around you. If it feels that emotion, it will start to alter your vibration, which will then change your frequency, which will then bring the new reality into existence. Okay? So for an example, if you're driving to work and you see them in the empty passenger seat next to you, I want you to imagine yourself having a conversation with them, a pleasant one wherein they are saying everything you would ever want them to say, telling you how much they love you, how much they appreciate you, how you saved their life, yada, yada, yada. Whatever it is that makes you feel good, whatever you want them to say, they are saying it. Imagine them leaning over and kissing you on the cheek. Get creative with it. Let your mind go places that you haven't been to since you were a child. Another way of saying this is live your 4D in the 3D. The 4D is your true reality, the mind, your imagination, your consciousness, your beingness, your I amness, whatever you want to refer to it as. Okay? But live that in your 3D environment around you right fucking now. Every time your phone rings, for example, imagine it was them. Anytime you get a text message, you feel your phone vibrate in your pocket, decide it was them. See it in your imagination. Telling you, can we hang out tonight? Can I see you tonight? Can we go somewhere tonight? Whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't really matter as long as it conveys the feeling that you want it to. And lastly, guys, I want you to combine everything I have just told you here with the best self-concept imaginable. This is where the true magic happens, okay? You need to put yourself on the pedestal, not them, not anything outside of you, yourself. You need to give yourself some self-love and appreciation. So several times a day, most of the day even, if you're not preoccupied with something at work or some various task in front of you, I want you to immediately return to a state in your mind wherein you are praising the shit out of yourself. So much. Get exaggerated with it, okay? Decide that you are God, because you are an embodiment of God. Say that everything is exactly the way I want it to. Compliment yourself in the best of ways. Get, again, very exaggerative with it. Make it as insane as you possibly can. Even if you don't believe it at first, do it anyways. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Elevate your self-concept to a place it has never, ever been before. When I would say probably in terms of the percentage of your affirmations that you're doing during the day, make only 10 to 15% of them about that specific person, or whenever you notice them coming into your mind, obviously affirm for them in your new desired reality. The rest of the time, make those affirmations all about yourself. Seriously. Reframe them in the best of ways possible. That is where the true change happens, because again, you are not manifesting the person outside of you. You are manifesting the identity of the person who has that specific person, the version of yourself, I should say, who has them. And how would that version feel? On top of the fucking world. So embody that right now, and you will see pretty wild things start to happen at some point or another. The middle part, again, is not up to you. So you need to learn how to let that go. You're supposed to let go of how it's done, and you're supposed to let go of the bullshit. Let go of the things that you don't want to be true in your life anymore. Do not place your energies and or your focus on those bad things anymore. Oh, and one more thing. I do also highly, highly, highly recommend meditation and or SATs, state akin to sleep. That's a method that Neville Goddard taught. It's essentially where you meditate right before bed into a state wherein you feel your desired reality as though it's already here. And go all the way with this, guys. If you decide to do SATs right before you go to sleep, I would say really envision your specific person in bed with you right now. Feel their kiss, the warmth of their body, what they are saying to you. Feel the victory of them finally being yours. And also, again, placing yourself high on the pedestal. Not being disregarding to them or unempathetic to others, because there is a fine line between high self-concept and full-on narcissism wherein you have no empathy for others and have a disregard for anyone but yourself. But an elevated self-concept is so critically important, and when you embody that in your meditations and or your SATs, same thing, truthfully, you will feel so much better about what you are doing there. And when you fall asleep in that state over and over again, it imprints it into your subconscious mind, and you will start to see wild things happen in your life. I promise you that. It's all because of who you are being. Change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Change the way you look at SP, SP changes. So enjoy it. See where life takes you with this knowledge now. And if you apply it correctly, like I said, you will never need to watch a specific person video ever again.